I mean, I saw a version of the Mexican man that Matt was talking about.
Mexican knockout guys?
Yeah, they came
The
right up on their...
luchadors that come and jump
The
off
luchadors do not fucking do the knockout game.
He
Dude.
straps himself out of his Grubhub warm-up.
No, you know.
That's they keep their fists warm in the midst for it.
Yeah.
They come out and beat up old Asian ladies.
Yeah, the Asians need to keep theirs too.
Every time I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? I see his thing. He stopped. He probably gets off and beats the shit out of an
a
Asian
cage
lady.
match.
You ever reach your hand in?
The gloves?
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
God,
dude.
no.
They're attached.
Study?
Who's that?
The University of Guys That Lie. That's just a classic Norm Macdonald.
That's a. I always like those guys that hold it down like they have big, like huge dicks. Do you have any friends that are like the move? I was explaining this to Brittany, my wife, the other day. I was like, the move is because she was like, why do white guys always downplay their dicks? But if you talk to black guys, they're like, oh, my dick's so fuck. I'm like, well, first of all, I mean, let me tell you about a little bio 101. But I was basically telling her, I'm like, well, the move is you downplay it. So when someone sees it, they go, oh, nice. But then there's this whole other move. You're like, oh, my shit's the biggest. And I know dudes who used to do that, and I've heard them get exposed because I know it would just happen. I would know a woman they laid with, and the lady would give me a scoop and be like, it's not that big.
I try not to bring it up.
You don't bring it up at all.
To the woman? No, I don't think I've ever brought it up.
You don't talk dong whatsoever.
Pre a woman seeing my dong, I don't think I've ever once been like,
My dong.
get ready. It's all right.
But I've heard dudes hold it. This guy was holding
I'll
it
hit
down
him
to other
occasionally
dudes.
with this thing's not going to work tonight. I'll give him a heads up. I'm like, look, we can hang out. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's out of order.
It's well out of order.
Yeah, but I've heard dudes who like talk their dicks up to other dudes. For some reason, like,
yes,
my
yes.
shit's
To other
so
dudes,
funny.
yeah,
and then they get exposed, like of a mutual female friend who
At this point in
Guard
my
dog's
life,
a dick bragger. Oh yeah, hey, Francis Ellis is with us. Everybody
on the podcast.
hey.
Big Frank.
I would care more about dudes knowing that I had a big dick than women.
You probably do have a big dick, you fucking weirdo.
No,
You definitely have a weird dick.
I don't wanna go
You have
there.
a weird big dick.
I
Look
don't
at
wanna
that
get into
body,
that.
dude. Boy, look at that body.
That thing's sticking straight out,
God
dude.
damn, I hate how fucking handsome and sculpted Frank
get
is.
out of here.
It's
you
awesome.
goose.
I hate it.
That thing's
Pisses
probably
me off.
sticking straight out, dude.
Do you know how good looking and in shape you have to be a fucking pink ginger and still be handsome? The odds were stacked against you.
It's been
dude.
a battle. It's been a battle.
You should be hideous.
What was it like
I
growing
know.
up? What
Well,
was it?
I was most of my life.
Oh,
Were
really?
you
You're a
really?
Yeah, I
hideous
used to get
boy?
bullied for it.
For
What
what?
would
For
they
being
say?
ugly?
Yeah, people would give me all
Get
kinds
under
of
the
shit.
porch, freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say I had a big nose,
Well, that's correlated with big dongs apparently too.
Fuck.
and
A little
I was really
tiny
pink.
Irish nose.
I had really pink skin.
Size
Then I
12s.
started wearing sunscreen more.
Size 12s.
Me too. Fuck. I'm also 6'3" with a size 12.
I got some room in these though.
Yeah, those are absurd shoes, dude.
So you were bullied. You were whatchamacallit, an ugly duckling and turned into a beautiful swan. I was
The Red Swan.
I was a fat little gremlin my whole life. When I was, yeah, dude. It's good.
Yeah. I was a big fat gremlin my whole life, just bullying, attacking.
It's the best. So you said you were on the prowl basically though.
Yeah.
Preemptive strike.
Preemptive strike everybody.
You got to stay in the preemptive strike mode. It's
If
hard to get
if
out
I was
of
a
it.
ginger and somebody called me a ginger, I would immediately be like, well, your fucking dad's dead, so shut up. You gotta always have the nuke.
Yeah,
You gotta have the nuke
I
immediately.
used to do that.
Yeah, you have to.
I would get in trouble because my reactions were never commensurate with the offense
Well,
against
it's a
me.
ridiculous offense.
There's a racial.
You're
there's a
hanging
hate
out.
crime. You're getting hate crime.
You're hanging out and someone's making fun of you for something you can't change.
Yeah.
Unless you started talking shit and then they're like, shut up, freak.
No, I didn't. I wanted to be friends with everyone.
Your mind.
Yeah,
and your
that never
beast mode.
helps.
What would they say? Like you fucking.
One
My
guy,
mom
I
said
remember
that
this.
you're red hair because your dad.
They'd always ask me if my pubic hair matched the color on my head,
sexual assault.
which was so abrasive. I don't, it's like that's such a personal question. And also, why wouldn't it?
Yeah, obviously, it obviously does.
Why
Guard dog's
wouldn't it?
penis and his dick hair doesn't match his
Oh,
head
yeah,
hair.
he's two tone.
Is that right?
Yep. It's true.
Yeah, but you're like a mutt.
Yeah.
You
I'm
are. He's like, he's
disgusting.
WAP from the fucking eyebrows down.
Yeah. It's true.
He's got an Irish brain and a WAP body. The worst.
Bad combo.
It is. It is
Actually, kind of the best there.
It's
You want a
better
good WAP
than
body, you get a
Italian
big dong,
brain.
you're hairy.
Yeah,
Cool.
then you get
Got a
an
nice
Irish
depressed
brain.
Irish brain.
Yeah, it's true.
True. You look at your spaghetti and meatballs and go, "What's the point?
It's even the
What's
point.
the
We all die
point,
anyway.
Ma? Hey, Ma, what's the point of it all?"
Frank, what's going on with you?
Sometimes I like to just I like you guys so much that I just want to be part of it and see what's happening.
That's nice.
I didn't used to, but since I started doing your pod, sometimes I now listen to it a lot. So this has become surreal to be on
Yeah.
it again. I hadn't. This
We're
is the
not
first.
talking right now. Me and Shane aren't talking.
We're pissed.
We're locked in Mortal Kombat.
I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't talked to Matt once.
Yeah,
yet.
we're not. Me and him.
You
Don't
guys
speak
had that
anymore.
whole shoe thing that
Bro,
worked.
No, that we weren't talking to each other.
That's just showbiz, dude. We put it on for the camera.
Yeah.
We hate each other right now.
Yeah, Matt's
Golly.
mad. Matt's
Dude, he
mad.
beat
I
me
won
in
the
a
tournament. I won the best podcaster comic tournament.
He beat me in the Retard's Choice Awards, dude.
Dude, you want to know something?
What?
I voted.
You voted? I knew you would. I saw it. I went, I'm not going to hit the button.
I wanted to see what the scores were every
I
time.
knew you were gonna
I
do
voted
that.
on every single one.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then I was like, God, I hope you can't see who I'm voting for. That would be psychotic shit.
I
I
saw
wanted
the
to see the
button.
scoreboards, dude.
What was the final score? Don't
I
tell
didn't-
actually,
I
don't-
didn't
don't
see
tell
ours.
me.
I
Don't
swear to
tell
God,
me.
I
Don't
didn't see
tell me.
ours.
Don't tell me.
I was voting on all the other ones. Though. I didn't see ours.
You were fucking...
Let me see. I think we were in a barn burner, dude.
Dude, I kept trying to check Twitter this weekend. I would pull up and see like Matt McCusker, and I'd read whoever I was verse. I would get
Was
deeply embarrassed and just go, "Fuck, dude! I hope
Ooh,
nobody
wow.
looks at
Yeah,
this."
I won.
54 to 46. Shane.
54 to
That's
46.
not exactly neck and neck.
That's pretty
That's
close.
pretty
Less than
close.
10.
How many votes?
Well, I guess it's 10.
Well,
yeah.
54, 46,
330.
3,200.
What
That's
is
a
it?
very
What
good
does that
sample
come out
size.
to?
What do you mean?
54 and 46. 100 basically.
Hundy, yeah.
I said 110. Fuck. Scrub that.
What, the percentages?
I said 110 off a while ago.
Percent? Yeah.
Oh,
Give
the
me 100.
percent. That was the percentage,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the. Wasn't a
No,
100.
not the total votes. It was 3,200 people.
Jesus
voted.
Christ.
No, I mean, it's pretty much official now.
I mean, that was like a city election, small city, rural city.
Did better than
Village.
Lori Lightfoot.
True. She get she
Matt,
got off, she got off-
dude, let it go.
dude. I fucking can't.
I knew
dude.
you were gonna do this.
I had T-shirts pre-printed, dude. I'm like a fucking failed.
Now they're in Africa.
McCusker
Now they're in Africa, dude.
2023.
McCusker 2023.
I was going in my
Espionage.
fucking stand-up bio. Fuck. Recent winner of fucking Twitter poll.
That's why I'm dressed so flashy today. I put on my Hawaiian bucket hat. I said, God damn,
What's
I
funny
knew
is
I was number one.
I would
baby."
read them. I'd be like, this shit is so embarrassing. Oh my God, I hope I lose. And the next morning I go, I won again. Nice.
Yeah, I guess I am definitely better than that guy.
Oh man, it's like someone poking that bee. You have like a bee's nest of just unsavory
Embarrassing.
goblin
It's
traits inside
embarrassing.
of you, and that thing was just poking mine all
So
weekend. I was going,
embarrassing.
oh, stop
Yeah.
it. I try to hide this part of myself.
I voted. I got in there and voted mischievously.
I knew you would. I saw the
Sometimes.
button. I said, I'm not touching it.
I
Shane-
voted for you every time, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, you little fuck.
There's no way.
What?
I don't think you actually voted for him.
He
Oh, in the
did. I
finals?
guarantee he did.
Did you
I
voted for him?
Matt. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I voted for you like 100 times.
Yeah. Well, look.
This could be the
Now that
thing.
the dust settled, dude,
This could be
don't
the
deny the election. Don't deny the results.
demand a recount.
Don't deny the results, dude.
That's a big lie, dude.
Yeah. Francis, you weren't
Francis.
even fucking on that thing, dude.
I didn't know.
If
What,
was,
I don't know what we're talking about.
Don't worry about
What
it.
is
dude.
it? Is it really the retard awards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is.
Obviously, I won.
I'm honored to be omitted.
It was truly, by the people, for the people.
How is this podcast? You say you watch it. Is it any good?
No, I
always
listen
wonder.
to it
Listen.
when I'm driving.
Working, man.
There's some really funny parts.
when you're driving and just fucking giving hell to minorities in the road.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, dude. You are. I mean, hell yeah. But watch out. Watch out, brother. There's going to be such a good video of you like, call the police.
You know,
Help. Call the police.
no, I've been shot. I've been shot.
I've been shot now.
You know what I wanted to do
Great.
was I wanted to buy Meek Mill's bulletproof SUV.
Dude, you should get that.
He was trying to sell it, and I
How much was
DM'd
it?
him about it.
Did you really?
He was selling it for like 160 grand. It wasn't as bad as I would have thought.
That's pretty cool.
and it's totally bulletproof.
Really?
And I thought if I had that, then I could really lean into making sure people are abiding by the laws of the road.
yeah.
You should get some tactical gear. Maybe
Yeah.
even a weapon. You should arm yourself.
You should go out with a gun.
I bet you I could get one legally
A gun? Yeah, for sure.
in New York.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as I would have thought. I looked into it once.
Yeah, I think
We
it's
talked
easy
about
now.
that. Yeah, we were trying to figure out.
Supreme Court.
You're looking to get a gun. Really?
Yeah, they were like, nah, dude, you can get guns in New York.
You have to be.
Yeah.
'Cause New York City was trying to be fucking soft, dude.
Yeah.
Although, if there is one place that shouldn't have guns,
When did they change their mind,
is
though, on the
that.
guns?
I thought like last year.
Did it work? Was it like so many buses of Mexicans came up here and they're like, fine, fucking, you can
Everybody,
have some guns.
yeah, definitely.
Did that work?
Probably exactly when it happened.
I just had the guy pulled up and gave me my acai bowl, dude, and it was like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, dude, never in my ancestors' wildest dreams did they think a Mexican man, a 50-year-old Mexican man, would come up on a scooter and give me a fruit from the Amazon.
Yeah,
And I just walked in like, nice.
yeah, that's it. And you sit here and talk.
His life's almost over. That guy's a halfway point in life, and he's just buzzing around.
It's a good life though.
It's an awesome life, dude.
Getting to whip a scooter.
Dude, imagine if, say, I don't know where this guy's from. He didn't speak English, but imagine he was from a place that was genuinely food insecure.
Yeah.
And now he's just like, here you go, dude. Here's a
Yeah.
fucking hoagie. Every now and again, he fucking munches, dude. That's the best.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking cool.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
I wouldn't even thought that when second grade that I'd ever have a Mexican man ride up to me on a moped and it's like, here you are, sir.
No,
And I go, thank you.
I had the
no, I had no
feeling it would.
concept.
The Mexican man, you thought
I saw that coming for me.
Yeah, definitely.
And I said,
You were at Harvard, man. When
I
you were
said,
singing your
someday-
songs.
someday it'll be easier than it is right now. Boy, was I right. I used to go to the counter to get my burritos.
yeah, now the
Not
burritos
no
come
more.
to you.
No, now the burrito comes to me.
They're handed to me at the door while I clutch our
Dude,
French
how
bulldog.
sick would it be for an Uber Eats, but it's from tacos literally from Mexico, and people have to sneak them into the country and give them to you? That'd be pretty tight. Like real authentic Mexican
Yeah.
cuisine got in here that gets to you the authentic fucking way.
Yeah.
Just like a 13-year-old boy through a tunnel with a guy with a
Smuggles
machine gun behind him. You check your thing, and you're like, "Oh, my Uber Eats driver's in a shipping container right
Great.
now off the post."
Great. He's
Oh,
at the
damn it,
border.
my guy died in a shipping container. My call for a refund. You're like, this is fucking bullshit.
I mean, that's how some guys get sniz.
What?
Grubhub, some sniz.
Really?
Yeah,
oh,
they
yeah,
get
you can
a
do
bunch
the.
of sex slaves get stuck in a shipping container.
Whoa.
Overheat. They go, fuck, they burnt my fucking sex slave.
Yeah, I forgot you can get whores like right off your phone like Uber Eats now. That's kind of cool.
Is that true?
I'd imagine.
Yeah, you can get whores on the internet.
Yeah, on the
I
internet.
think
Is
that's
there
the
an
only way to
app,
get
though?
whores now.
Yeah, I guess so. On the internet, you can't really go street walking. It's kind of
Yeah.
tough. You know, that must have been cool though. Back in the '80s, to like go to like the street walking
You
spots.
just walk down the block and they're like, hey, baby, you
So-
looking for a good time?
Yeah, it's a lady dressed like a slut. And you're
Yeah.
like, there's a whore,
I'll
and
give
you would
you
just
$5.
yeah, really.
Then a guy comes and beats the fuck out of you in an alleyway while you're getting your dick sucked.
They shoot up and die.
What a life.
Yeah, they shoot up and die, and you gotta go home to your wife. You're like, yeah, some jerk off stole my wallet. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, those were the days, dude. When just a hardworking guy could go just fucking get a blowjob from a heroin addicted lady and go back to his family and drink like 6 beers and tell his wife
Fucking
to
snap
shut
the
up.
belt at the kids. Get the fuck upstairs, dude.
How were women not getting pregnant if brothels have been around since before
Oh, they get
condoms
pregnant.
and
They would.
birth control?
They do get pregnant.
They'd get pregnant.
all of them?
That's the injured list. Some of them probably do.
You know what happens?
Yeah.
What you just
You go in,
You
the
dig?
pimp would go, come here. Give me that baby.
You're not getting them all.
They would scoop the babies out.
Oh, the babies.
They
not
would
the
abort those
sperms.
babies.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not
Oh.
the sperms. Yeah, I guess I should have done an abortion act out better.
What do you mean, the pimp? Come here.
That's what you do to the baby inside the pussy.
Get out.
You say, you ain't pregnant, bitch. Come here. See?
I don't know how pimps got like they pass through that. Like they are so like, you know, obviously I'm not saying being a pimp is cool, but they are for like the let's say like who do you think the biggest scoundrels of society are? Obviously pedophiles.
Scoundrel.
Yeah, pedophiles are scoundrels.
You scoundrel.
Yeah, they're scoundrels. Like the
Rap
number
scouting.
one.
You knew you should have waited.
Yeah.
You impatient
You don't
bastard.
think we all want to do that, dude? Don't cut to the front of the line. You got to wait like the rest of us.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's pedophiles. It's
jumping the
fucking
gun at the starting
burglars.
line.
Burglars.
Burglars are, dude, I hate, if somebody burgled me,
Dude, it would suck.
I'm fucking pissed.
You'd never be comfortable in your home again.
You know who I think it is? I think it's those people that play like the knockout game.
Those are just pretty bad
Just
scoundrels.
pure anarchists.
But again,
Yeah.
Go up behind people and
you
just
seem to have a
punch them.
problem with a particular group.
Who says? What's
You
that
might
guy?
need the bulletproof
Who is that guy?
Why?
You paint that guy. I'm not painting that
You
guy.
know, blocking black people, they're busy, dude. They got to
Says-
get somewhere.
Is that okay?
They need to use the shoulder.
I mean, I saw a version of the Mexican man that Matt was talking about.
Mexican knockout guys?
Yeah, they came
Street
right up on their.
luchadors that come and jump
The
off things on
luchadors
the
do
people.
not fucking do the knockout game.
He
Dude.
straps himself out of his Grubhub warm up.
No, you
That's
know.
they keep their fists warm in the midst for. They
Yeah.
come out and beat up old Asian
Yeah,
ladies.
the Asians need to keep theirs too.
Every time I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? I see his thing. He stopped. He probably gets off and beats the shit
He's
out of
in
an
a
Asian
cage
lady.
match.
You ever reach your hand in?
In the gloves?
Yeah,
my
the
God,
gloves
no.
that are attached. I just wanted to see if it was warm and sweaty.
Did you ever go in
I
there?
never have, but if I did, I know I'd smell my hands after.
What do you think it would smell like? Probably smell good.
Warm and sweaty. I better be sweaty.
It'd be like a hockey glove.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking
When
disgusting.
you put on someone else's football pads. It's
yeah,
like,
it'd be terrible.
Yeah, gross.
that'd be pretty nasty.
Yeah, but you don't like the kids playing the knockout game. You have a particular hatred for them.
Well, there's no way to defend. You can't defend against. You can't see it coming. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
No,
What,
it's
the
crap.
knockout game. I think I'd be able to fucking.
You would see it coming.
It makes you walk
feel
down the
it.
sidewalk with your head on a swivel. I can't listen to music anymore when I walk because I'm
I
afraid
do
of
it. I don't care if someone shoots me in the face. I have to listen to music.
Yeah.
If I'm, like night. I walk my dogs at nighttime, blasting. And I'm like, dude, if someone wants to get me, they can
I was
get
on
me.
some late night walk last night.
You got it.
Me and a bro passed
Yeah.
each other, and it was very like, oh shit.
What's up?
I had to look back at him.
Yeah.
I had to make sure he wasn't running up behind me, knocking me out, dude.
Beating you, punching you.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a thing too. I think that it's usually not a lone punch man. Usually there's like
Yes.
it's the bros.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see
they're
a
out
gang
having
of kids.
fun.
Yeah, it's not a lone puncher. It's usually the bros are out, and you can kind of like. I have a good eye for trouble. I have a lot of little kids.
Yeah, how do you
around me.
identify it?
Huh?
What's some
Just
indicators?
whispering, snickering. If I hear a bunch of kids snickering, I go,
What's a
"What's
solid
that?"
indicator for you where you're like, well, this could be dangerous?
I would say just the attitude. If I hear
What
like
type of attitude?
just a lot of rough talking. If I hear a lot of rough talking, I might say, "What the hell are those kids up to?" A lot of rough
Yeah,
talking.
rough talk.
Hear some cuss words. If I hear a bunch of kids cussing, I go,
Cussing?
"What the hell are these kids?"
If they're communicating with their eyes,
Oh, like a
That's bad.
furtive glance.
yeah.
If you see a kid like,
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
I told you when I almost got held up at gunpoint. The two kids came up to me. I was walking my dog at the time was a puppy, and I was walking it, and these two little kids just were looking at me like they wanted to fight me, and I was literally like, "What the fuck?" They're like 13-year-olds, and I was like, kind of laughing, like, "What's these kids' problem?" And then they looked at me, and then I was on Drexel's campus, a Drexel student. You know, at the time, I was probably like 30, living on Drexel's campus. But
Yeah.
like a real student
were.
came.
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
A real student came by and they looked at each other, literally nonverbal communication. And went. They looked at that kid and they followed him, and I went, "Oh, I think they're gonna rob that guy."
Oh, nice.
Sure enough, I came home and the guy was filling out a police report on his steps. They had robbed him at gunpoint.
nice.
You almost could have facilitated that
What do you mean?
if they were looking at you and you were like, "Mm-mm,
I was just kind of looking. I was just laughing. Like
Yeah,
that
true.
guy."
You're like,
that
I thought they
guy's
wanted
better.
to fight me. I was like, I'd beat the shit out of these two kids right now. And I
Yeah.
just kind of gave them a look, like, dude, I'd fuck you guys up. And then they just went like, they looked over and they were like, and I was like, man.
saw a nice Drexel student.
Oh, dude, they chose well, dude.
Yeah.
And I had a dog too.
Oh yeah.
I had a
Well, you said it
little,
was
I had
a
a little
puppy.
ankle biter on me. So
They are scared of.
I mean, from a tactical position, it's like you don't know that my dog could bite your ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that dog was particularly an
Yeah.
ankle biter.
I know. So
Yeah.
they made a wise choice. They robbed the right guy. I'll be honest. They robbed the right guy.
Was he white?
Yeah, he was going, the one guy, I believe he had braids or something. Dude, I went up and went, well, I don't think that one guy had braids, but that's your problem, sir.
Yeah.
You pussy
You
ass.
got any other ways to describe him? College
ass.
boy?
Yeah.
Any other words you want to use?
Welcome to the city, college boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a nice moment for me. Just realizing like I must carry at least like a level 1 G pass now. All my years in the city didn't go to waste.
Yeah.
They assessed me and they looked into my soul as a white man and they said, there's something in that one brewing. I don't know.
Something bad is in there.
We never
We
heard
don't want
about
it.
those ones, dude.
Yeah. That's a mad dog.
Exactly, dude.
You would have mad dog.
You go white boy crazy on him so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's instant.
Fucking kill me. Fucking kill me. You're not taking my wallet.
I would have sucked the gun.
You fucking do it, you punk. They would have done it too.
I would've
They were
taken-
like 13.
I
Those
should
are
have taken
kids.
the fucking gun and shot my dog and be like, look what you guys did. Look what you did. I'm gonna pull your pants
You're
down
gonna
now.
fucking fry.
Can you molest in self-defense?
Yes.
If a 13-year-old pulls a gun out, can you fucking grab his penis and be like,
Little Mexican standoff, dude. Don't fucking shoot me. Yeah.
one pump and you're gay forever. Is this what you want? Do you want to ruin your life, kid?
You want to throw it all away right now by being a fucking fruitcake? Gay black guy in Philly. Good luck, dude.
You'll be working for Chipotle.
Everybody's gonna beat your ass.
One pump. You've really led us down a dark corridor here, Francis.
Yeah, Francis. Francis's racism just exudes.
I mean,
You hate.
I like that. I like that painting you made. That was good. Jerking a kid off.
I think I say it every time we're together, but I love thinking of Francis in Harvard at that long table. You know how they all sit at a long table and wear tuxedos and sing?
Really? Oh, yeah, they do
They
that.
all light
Yeah.
candles and they're like, we are the gentlemen of Harvard.
It's even worse.
Ha ha!
We
hurrah.
stood on the chairs and held hands and swung our hands.
No, that's a lie.
100% true.
Holy
What?
shit, dude.
Do you want me to tell you the song?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I know this. I've made you sing it before, but let me hear it.
AD, happiness and wealth. AD, here's to your good health. And may you live for 1,000 years and never
Whoa.
get drunk in a veil of tears and always have your children round about you. Hey.
Jesus Christ, dude. You guys
Man.
are fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
That's a 1,000-year Reich, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the motto was, not bread and salt are these, but the hand clasp of my friendship.
What's that mean?
Who knows?
Not bread and salt or
It was
I don't like
a
it.
toast to the meal or something like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You know, it's not just food. We're communing right now
I think that's
in our mutual hatred for the poor and
Yeah.
yeah.
mutual hatred of the poor and the feeble-minded.
You know, people get
God,
mad at me for hating the
ours-
poor, and I
Our
don't.
college fucking song was just like, ba-rum bum bum. Like, chug that fucking calico, dude. You fucking pussy.
What were the parties like at Harvard?
They were good because if we
Swell.
had. What we would do is at the club we would invite all these girls from Northeastern and BU and
Sluts, dumb sluts that
Oh.
could never get into
was like
Harvard.
Chambermaids.
chambermaids. Receptacles and
What was it like? They'd see you and be like, "Oh my god."
No, the thing was, the only guys that could come to our party would be the guys that were in the club. There'd be 20 per grade, so there's 60 of them because it was sophomore on.
Yeah.
And then there'd be you'd have an email list that you'd send a paperless post invite out. Hey, we're having a Christmas party, whatever.
Was this for a fraternity?
It is like that. They're the final clubs.
What's that?
Skull and Bones, dude.
Whoa.
No, that's Yale.
Yeah, but you guys, what's yours? Yours is even more spooky.
Ours is not. Those are secret societies. And those Skull and Bones was like how the CIA was founded.
Yeah.
My grandfather was in it.
Yes. We've talked
awesome.
about this, and
Yeah.
I was a little weirded out by that.
pretty cool.
And then
I
went
think
into
you're
the
a
CIA.
CIA ass. You're an
I
asshole.
tried. They didn't let me in.
I know.
Really?
You're such a dumbass.
How did you try to get in?
I applied.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have any
How-
gadgets on you when you applied at least?
No.
Yeah, true. You should have had something up your
Yeah.
sleeve.
A tiny
I
little
was-
fucking.
It's like, do you
was-
have a pen? Actually, never mind. I do.
I just took a picture of the whole room.
Yeah.
You guys want
You
it?
should have hit him with the MIB flash at the end. Be like, this interview actually didn't go bad.
You have a pug that just walks in. with you?
Yeah. Be like, start talking to it. Be like, he can't understand you.
So you applied.
I can talk to dogs.
How did they turn you down? It was just like you threw your application into a void.
I never got an interview.
Yeah, it happened to me at Walmart.
And I was under the impression
That's tough.
I was led to believe that it was not particularly competitive. Were
you pissed when you saw that commercial of the fucking Mexican lady?
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it.
I was like, I got
He's
beat
like,
by
I
an
am
affirmative
Latinx.
action hire yet
Yeah.
again. By the goddamn CIA. But come on, let's be honest. Who's blending in fucking Saudi Arabia better, me or
True.
that lady?
You look good in a fucking hijab, dude.
I think
You look
I-
like Lawrence
yeah.
of Arabia. You
Yeah.
look cool as shit.
I look like Leonardo DiCaprio in Body of Lies. How would you say that a Western man does try to blend in if he's posted in the field in a place like Syria? What's the outfit?
You got to go like Jumanji clothes, I guess. Long
Yeah, you gotta
beard.
go full safari. You gotta go short khakis and one of those dumb hats. You gotta go World War One.
I'm a historian of the local temple.
Nigel
Elmer Fudd
Thornburn.
hat.
Yeah, you gotta be a fake archaeologist.
Yep, exactly.
So you're not trying
the
to
whip.
you're not trying to look
Yeah,
like you're not trying to look like a local.
but never train on how to use it. Then one day, just like try to hit a guy. Get beheaded, dressed like a
I think
dumbass.
it's like prison. You got to go over there and find the first biggest woman and beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, that guy's fucking.
You're like sick.
That's for real. You got to hit the marketplace and be like, who the fuck is. What did Trudeau do?
Trudeau, yeah.
Ooh, maybe he was an asshat, actually. He can't imagine how torture that would be if he was actually like, doing what the CIA does and like working for world peace. And he had to do blackface, and everyone thinks he's just a piece of shit having fun at parties.
just working for world peace.
But in reality, yeah, he was trying to like help like bolster up like
he was trying to give them democracy,
Yeah, exactly.
and just has nothing to do with their natural resources.
Yeah, exactly. Like they do. Trying to make sure everyone's safe and good.
Matt, I'm so happy you're here.
Dude, I'm pumped.
You guys have mended? You mended it?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
back. We're back
I didn't
together.
believe it for a second. There's too much on the line. There's too much at stake.
Yeah,
It would be fun though. Just a bitter feud.
because of that.
Bitter feud.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Yeah, whatever.
Hopefully
Just
that's what breaks us apart.
bitter fucking
There's a
feud.
Twitter poll.
I like to think about that every now and again. I watch a lot of Dame Dash interviews. That's a bitter feud.
Him and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 10-year bitter feud. They're just in court like suing each other constantly. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of balling though. It's like the kind of a sick ending to a working
just
relationship. It's like
constant litigation.
we're in court forever to the end of time. We'll just be suing each other in court. Kinda
Hemorrhaging
nice.
money.
Yeah.
You guys,
Each of us hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
You guys ever been to court?
For like
Anything?
traffic ticket, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Let's say.
Oh, you're saying like real lawsuit stuff?
yeah.
Nah, I wish.
I used to fear it.
Litigation?
Yeah, but I don't fear it as much anymore.
What do you thought people were like litigious? Like,
I just thought that if I ever ended up in court, it would be a very stressful thing.
Yeah. You'd be like that Murdoch guy. You kind of.
Yeah.
I could see you look like his son.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm a ginger.
You don't, dude. I'm
I
just
don't.
saying it.
But they weren't so bad looking.
No, I don't think so.
the dad looked nuts, dude.
Yeah, he was.
But he was on opiates for like forever.
Yeah, they kept using that against him.
Did you hear the reason he takes opiates?
No.
They make things more interesting.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Damn.
He goes, they just make things more interesting.
That's awesome.
So I lied to get my hands on them. Yeah, it's fair enough. It's like, oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
It's like he hit the old like getting high before the movies is just better.
Yeah.
That's
He's
why he killed his
absolutely right,
wife.
dude.
It's like for sure.
I taste the food better.
Lucy breakers let you have nicotine whenever and wherever you want it.
They have tiny capsules that release your chosen strength of nicotine.
When you're ready, break the capsule with your teeth to unleash a burst of flavor.
Pause.
I fucking
I love the
this
delicious mango flavor. Me personally, I like a little
Me
fruity
too.
nicotine.
Oh.
With flavors like mint, mango, berry, and espresso, there's something for everybody.
Get $10 off your first order on lucy.co when you use our promo code DRENCHED at checkout.
Shipping's always free, man.
That's lucy.co promo code DRENCHED, Shane, to receive $10 off and always free shipping.
Lucid products are only for adults of legal age, Matt. Every order is age verified, Matt.
Well, this product does contain nicotine, Shane, and nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Shane is addicted to
Shane's an
nicotine.
addictive
I am
chemical.
violently addicted to nicotine. Thank you.
Bye. Nice.
Guys, Displate is the art of the future.
High quality metal prints with millions of cool designs. Oh, I love Display. Check it out. It's
Whoa,
fucking
there's a
right there.
display.
It's fucking
We don't have to
crazy.
do that. We can bring in the actual display.
Yeah, where's it?
go
Where's
grab
the display?
that.
Grab
Show
that
off
display.
these fucking cans for the listener.
Oh, there! I didn't realize it was here. Look at this thing.
Look at the cans on this lady.
Woo! Look at that, dude.
Can you imagine?
Could I imagine? I could, but I won't.
Look at that. That's Salt Life, dude. You're drinking a bottle of rum. You see that thing floating around. If you're a nerd, snag an epic Star Wars, Marvel, or DC display. And for the Chads, they got hot babes and fast cars, too.
Easily hang.
Holy shit.
Easily hang with the attached magnet and switch out anytime.
Guys, all you got to do is click the link in our description to see some of our favorite displays and get our special discount.
That discount, you can get one or get two displays at 27% off or 34% off when you buy three or more. Discounts will be automatically applied to your cart.
Use code DRENCHED when you visit displate.com to get the discount.
That's displate.com code DRENCHED or click the link in our show notes.
Get yourself or someone you love unique art with Displate.
Awesome. Today's episode is sponsored by PayPal Honey. It's the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or on your computer.
Honey is the free shipping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart.
It supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from gaming products and fashion brands to even food delivery.
What I bought and saved a bunch.
Oh my God, on Honey, it's crazy. how well-
Personally, I endorse this product.
on my dude, when I use it on my iPhone and my computer, I couldn't ask for a better thing to use for my
I love
buying
it, especially
money.
when they send us the
discount.
J Train podcast read.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's simple. When you check out online, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. You have to call them coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for the coupons it can find. If Honey if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop.
Dang, it's like being an old lady at Rite Aid with none of the embarrassment of
Yes.
standing there and holding up the line. I love Honey, and you will too. I never go shopping without it.
Honey doesn't just work on desktops. It works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go.
If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on deals.
By getting it, you're doing yourself a fucking solid and supporting the podcast.
Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/drenched.
That's joinhoney.com/drenched. Matt, don't disrespect PayPal Honey with a fart.
I was thinking about all the deals.
Deals, dude. Thank you. Back now, let's get back to the hit podcast, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. And then he shot his son.
Allegedly.
And wife.
No,
He got found
it's
guilty.
no longer alleged.
Found guilty.
Yeah.
Is it for? Did they have like total proof? Because he
Other
had a
than-
solid alibi. He was at his mom's house.
I think he said I was at my mom's.
Yeah. I think he had like a
No, I think the
senile
alibi
lady
was
back
or the thing that got him was like his son's Snapchat.
and he was in it.
He was in it. He
was
was like,
alone.
I was never there. It's just him holding a gun. It's like, shit. No, it
Put
wasn't
him
that.
up.
I didn't
There's
follow it
his
at all.
voice in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't follow it at all. I got secondhand from my girlfriend.
Yeah, oh, they love that.
They loved it.
They
I was like,
fucking
I was
love
like,
that.
I don't think it should be on TV.
I agree
I was
with
like,
this.
it's kind of fucked up.
I completely agree with this.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Netflix would have released a documentary they knew would be very popular on the eve of a
Before the
jury
trial.
deciding.
Yeah.
I think it was mid-trial.
You think murders are fixed now? Like boxing? Think domestic horrible murders are fixed? I think they're fixed, honestly.
I don't think there's any way for a jury to remain impartial,
Yeah, true.
especially if it's a high-profile case.
I don't know.
I don't
If
think they should be putting court shit on TV.
yeah, well, it doesn't do anything to further like it's not
fucked
like
up.
a
It's
national
not-
issue.
Everybody's like, it's our business. It's no one's business.
It really isn't.
It's
You're
so
right.
annoying when crimes, to me, when crimes in the fucking news
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, like a personal,
Like where it's
you
like
know,
a guy freaked
crime of
out and
passion.
shot his wife and son.
It's a crime of passion.
I'm in Pennsylvania. Or in New York. I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
I got to
there's-
watch a guy cry. I was watching it. I was like, if he's innocent, this is terrible.
yeah,
We're just, thank God he was guilty.
yeah, true.
But if he was innocent, We're just watching a guy break down and be like, I would never hurt my family.
I've done a lot of bad
he had
things.
the,
What if he was innocent?
He had the Oscar Pistorius stream going down. He had
I don't remember the Pistorius
the,
one.
the mucus coming off of his nose.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, maybe he
Yeah.
was innocent. Kyle Rittenhouse cried. He was innocent.
He's innocent as hell.
We didn't do a
Now
goddamn
he's giving
thing.
speeches, making video games and shit.
I feel like if you cry, they should be like,
Rockstar.
all right, clearly innocent. Go ahead.
Yeah. Second you start
cry.
crying, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
It's like, you're crying, dude? Like, oh, shit, you must be
Whoa, this
upset.
must mean something to you.
You must be upset.
Never mind. No way the jury's going to look at this as a sign of you being unstable. Seeing a grown man break down sobbing. There's no way the jury's going to.
Well, here's my question.
What if he was like, I'm not going to get any more Percocets anymore? And he's like,
I'm going to get a. I bet he can.
yeah,
He's
you'll
gonna
get some
He's
perks.
going to Percocet heaven.
Perk hero. True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. He's going to have to do things for those perks.
Yeah.
Actually, he's got money.
yeah.
probably
Like,
still
does he
be-
though?
his
'Cause didn't he
commissary will
steal
still
it
be-
all though? Didn't he have like?
Yeah.
I think I don't think he has any money. I think
Yeah,
he
he
stole
did.
it
He
all.
took it all out of the settlements that he was winning on behalf of his clients, and that was the theory of why he murdered his wife and his son.
Oh,
Why
damn!
the
He was cheating
fuck you
guys in
murder
fake
your
neck
son?
braces.
Yeah.
Sucks, dickhead.
Guys in trap. Yeah. Fender benders. Were you in a fender bender? I'm going to shoot my son in the head. What a fucking idiot.
They released his commercial. He's like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. I don't
So,
know.
My question that I had for both of you when I walked over here, well, I didn't walk, but I left my building and I went from my apartment out the front door, past the lobby, past the doorman and everything.
No doubt.
And there were a bunch of people. I passed a bunch of people on the way,
Sick.
and it occurred to me
Must be nice.
that well, it's just, you could have a doorman.
Must be nice, dude.
I'm not taking that from you. Last time I tried
Must
to
be nice,
chip
dude.
into a bill, you were like, I don't need your fucking
Shut
money.
up. Shut up. Must be nice, Harvard boy.
So you leave your building.
I'm
in
a
my
West Point
building.
man. It's a little different, dude. It's a higher standard.
It's salt of the earth.
I walked out and I passed all these people, and it occurred to me after I walked out the door of the building I live in that not a single person had seen me. Not one, because they'd all been on their phones.
Yeah.
And even the doorman was having a side conversation with somebody, to the degree that
You don't like that when people talk on their phones in public?
No, they weren't even on their phone. They were.
That's
they
something
were,
you hate.
They were looking at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my point is, I could have walked out of an apartment building, or excuse me, an apartment that I had murdered people in, and it occurred to me that if police came, they found the bodies eventually, and then they asked people for eyewitness accounts. You were here. We see you on the closed circuit. You saw him go by. Did you see anything unusual? Not one of these people would have been able to offer any kind of eyewitness account.
Yeah.
No description. Oh yeah, he was wearing this. No. Oh, he's got a neck tattoo. Nothing.
If only there were a group of kids who could go around like vigilantes and punch people into awareness.
Yes.
You could hire him.
Get them off their phones.
Maybe
Keep their
that's what
heads on
those
a
kids are
swivel.
task
doing.
rabbit.
Yeah, like, yo, guys, fucking, you only have one life.
Yeah, pay attention.
Pay attention. Wake up.
It led me to this question.
All right.
Do you think it's easier to get away with murder now than it was before because people are so much more distracted? Is there any argument to be made that there, in some ways, it's easier to get away with murder now because nobody's paying attention to anything anyone else is fucking doing?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy could literally
there's
be
still
on
the
his phone and be
forensics.
like, holy shit, someone's walking by my doorbell. I'm like, bam, there's a guy who murdered the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
So
were
it's-
smart enough to know where all the Ring doorbells are and all the closed circuit TVs, and maybe you put a hood on or something like that.
What type of hood?
Just like one of these hoodies,
Oh.
Thin cloth.
sunglasses, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean,
the
dude,
Assassin's Creed hood. That's a cool hood.
I think it's, although a lot of murders,
That's a very big Assassin's Creed hood.
a lot of
Better than the
murders.
hoods I get. I get tiny, my fat face sticks out. Dude, I have
the
the jacket. I have
drawstrings.
that. Gardo, you see that gold jacket I was wearing? That fucking one. Was it you, me, and McKeever, the one Bert gave me when we were there? I was wearing it. I put on a fucking snow hat. I just look like Carbon. It's a full Cartman jacket. I was leaving my house. I was like, it's cold out. I'm going to put on a snow hat. I put it on. I just looked in the mirror. I was like, holy fuck. I have to wear a baseball hat. Dude. I had to change my hat. But no, I don't think it's easier to get away with murder now.
Yeah, I think it's
What are
but
you,
a lot of
foolish?
murders do
I
go
want-
unsolved. A
I
lot of
wanted
murders
to
do go
see.
a lot more than you would think go unsolved.
Yeah.
They say the easiest way to kill someone is just go right up to their door and shoot them as they answer the door and walk away.
Someone you don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that.
Because
That'd
Too.
be
if you
the-
know them, then you're probably going to be a suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah. The easiest, you could Leopold and Loeb this thing. See if you could get away with one.
What does that mean?
Leopold and Loeb, they were like two gay freaks. I think they were Ivy League boys, I think.
Really?
And they were like, I think we can get away with murder.
Huh.
And they tried.
How'd it work?
They got
guess not.
busted.
I guess
We know
since
their
know
names.
them, yeah, we know
Yeah.
them, yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong on that. Would one of you look that up? Leopold and Loeb? Were they Ivy League freaks like this one?
Oof.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
More
that's
bookish.
Classic Ivy
Very
League.
bookish.
Back then, though, I think that was big time.
It's a great school. It's just
Still is?
incredibly hard.
What do you mean?
You don't go to the University of Chicago for any reason other than to study. That's it. It's like MIT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyway. No, yeah, there's too many cameras now.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And then you get like you're walking out of your house, your neighbors on your 3 doors down picks you up leaving. So you'd have to have like a crystal clear. Although you could use like a bomb. That'd be nice.
Do you think
True.
that you guys, any of us, are smart enough to do it? I think it's a matter
To
of
murder
intelligence.
anyone, I could probably kill a homeless guy.
Yeah, we could kill homeless.
Yeah, I could like shoot him,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
poison him, maybe hit him with a bioweapon.
Poison.
I got nothing
I
tonight.
like that. Be
I
like,
can
here's a
eat. I can
sandwich.
poison a homeless guy easy. Like, I'll get you a drink and just open him with Dr Pepper.
Maybe some soup. They always want soup.
I could. You could probably kill like 20. Just put
They're
like
always asking for soup.
anthrax in a hoagie tray. Do like hoagie. What is it called? Hoagie. Wawa does hoagie fest. Just fucking be like, I'll volunteer and just fucking.
Yeah.
One time, a guy asked if I could get him some soup,
Yeah.
and we were standing outside of a place that one of those market sort of delis.
Yeah.
And I actually went in with him. I walked past. I said, "No, sorry," and then I reconsidered and I went back and I walked in with him and I got him some soup, and I was ladling it in, and then he started adding things that he wanted.
Whoa.
Yeah, obviously.
He's like, "How about some of that chicken?" And I was like, "I just got you a gigantic soup."
They're going to do that every time, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you give a mouse a cookie.
How good did you feel when you were getting the soup?
I felt good until he started adding more
I
and
am a good man.
and making me realize. And then, by the way, it was expensive soup. Because
bet.
I got them the biggest one.
Yeah, you're coming in like, hey,
Damn.
excuse me, guys, homeless guy coming through. Hey, guys, I got a homeless guy with me. Hey, guys,
look at me.
excuse
I'm
me.
here to buy a
Yeah.
homeless guy's soup.
I was his chaperone.
Yeah.
I chaperoned him around the store.
I had a similar experience one time. I was in 30th Street Station, and this guy was asking for money, and I pulled out my wallet, and I had like a 5 and a 20 on me, and I pulled the 20 out, and pulled the 5 out. He goes, no, let me get that 20. And I said, no, here's the 5. And he goes, dude, give me the fucking 20. And I said, now you're not having anything. Goodbye, sir. And I left.
Now you don't get anything.
He's being rude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Teach
that
him.
is
You
rude.
taught him.
Yeah, I said, you go back into your little box and think about this, dude.
Yeah.
Think about what you did.
It's time to start making better life choices.
You should go reflect in your little box. And
That's
think
definitely
about
exactly what got him there.
you being rude to
That
me.
rude attitude is definitely that's how you end up in a box at the train station, dude. They still love trains. Good for bums.
I know.
Bums love trains.
They like
They gotta
to
stay
travel.
mobile.
All these derailments must be really fucking up their travel.
It's like a flight delay, dude.
Yeah, it is a flight delay.
I was gonna be on that fucking
Yeah, they're all in
toxic fucking
Pittsburgh
tank.
right now waiting. They're like, where the fuck is that train? I've got to skedaddle. I've got to skedaddle.
banana-
Move on down the track somewhere else. These
Damn,
guys
that-
keep for me here in Pittsburgh. I gotta
Imagine your
getting
apple and banana
get knife
rotting. in
point
your
every
fucking-
night
What do you say?
in my tent. What a fucking wild life, dude. Living under a bridge.
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
A tent, and a guy just on you to hear them. Zzz, you're
Well,
like,
it sucks too
fuck.
because they're in their tent. There's dudes in their tent right now going, everyone's fucking laughing at me. And then meanwhile, people are going,
People actually are laughing.
it's funny down there.
It is funny how hard and miserable their lives are.
Well, dude, everyone's talking about like rehoming them and like using the malls and stuff. And it's like, all right, do it. Go
Using
ahead.
malls.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
think
like,
they already are in there. Abandoned malls, the
Yeah,
boys
that's
get
what
in
I've
there.
heard. That's what I've
That's
heard.
party time.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, go ahead and do it. Be like, are you going to be, lifeguard or whatever? You go
Yeah.
blow the whistle there, dude.
You gonna show them how to get some soup?
Yeah, you got to go in there. You got to go in there and fucking, hang tough. Like, I don't understand when they're like, what do you think's going to happen when you toss the boys in there?
Yeah.
That place is going to become
It's gonna be nuts. Dude.
crazy.
It's a jail.
It's gonna be like those mosh
They're gonna have
pit
to
videos.
put a fence around it, a barbed wire fence, and a guard tower, and then they're just gonna be like, "Fuck, we built a prison." There's no other way. You'd have to.
Yeah, I think there are people though that have this fantasy where you can like shave a homeless guy and like correct his job resume, and he's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much."
Yeah.
I was just down on my luck there for a minute.
Yeah, it's almost. I wonder what % of homeless dudes are down on their luck.
Probably a good amount. There's probably a good amount of dudes who are down on their luck, but also, I don't know, man. Like
Compared to down on their luck or just clearly mental disabilities,
whacked out. Yeah,
tons of trauma, drugs.
yeah, stinks.
Yeah, it does.
It does stink, but also it's like as bad as it is, it's like I could probably like quit everything and try to help, and then you'd be after a while you'd go.
Can we go back to hating them?
Homeless people.
We've turned into this corner of actual reality, and it's a downer.
It is a
Oh,
downer,
the
man.
truth?
They're
Yeah.
bumming us out. They should knock it off, dude.
Yeah,
I'm having a
Get
good day. And I
job.
got to see some unwashed man, and I
Yes.
go,
More
dude,
fun when we were talking about the
homeless on homeless.
When they
the thing
get a-
going. I was
get
like
a
in those
pocket
bits.
knife to your throat.
Yeah,
You go, fuck, fine, go.
there's a woman
Take it.
that rides the F
Take it,
train.
you son of a bitch.
I've
Joke's
been
on
on
you. I have bad diseases.
Jinx. We both do. Double AIDS. Fuck, I got AIDS from being that guy in that tent.
Oh, what a bummer, dude.
Why
What a
didn't he
bummer.
tell me to wear a condom?
I should have wore a condom.
What, you raped? You can't wear a condom and rape a guy. That'd be crazy, dude. You have safe. Is that why they leave
Jesus
condoms?
Christ.
Is that why they leave condoms out? Like when you go to like a college campus?
Yeah, it's just for bum. Yeah, just in a fishbowl.
What a terrible thing.
Damn. I remember how sick that was early in college when you see the bowl of condoms. You're like, whoa,
I might start dumping them
this is
out.
pretty cool.
I remember hearing about it. I never saw him.
Bowl of condoms.
Harvard wouldn't do that. It's
No, they didn't
unbecoming.
have those.
Tell you what, Westchester had them.
Yeah, I am still totally against condoms. I think they're a terrible idea. You
You're
shouldn't
right.
do it. If you need to like literally mylar your penis, it's like just think again. Don't do it. It's not. It's not to be done. It's disgusting.
I agree.
It's gross.
Totally agree.
And you're also just blasting jizz into a bag. It's disgusting. It's gross, dude. It's gross.
Blasting jizz is funny.
Not into a bag.
Yeah.
It takes all the fun out of it.
I like blasting jizz on the woman.
Yeah,
Sure.
So fun to blast jizz on them,
as you should.
on their belly, and then you get up and you're still wearing socks and you look like a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll get you a towel. Hold on.
Oh, dude.
And you struggle to get off the bed.
Do you want to hear something very embarrassing about me?
Hey, you find a towel. I look like a turkey with those like white things at the end of it, you know, when they're on the drumsticks. That's what I look like when I'm wearing socks. I gotta roll out of bed. I gotta go, hold on, I'll get you a towel.
I like the image of Shane having sex with elastic bands around his feet. And a big
It's rough,
apple
dude.
and some rosemary up his asshole.
What the fuck, Frank? The apple's in my mouth, obviously.
Dude, I woke up the other morning and I don't know what the fuck was going on. It's like I did this in the morning and I didn't realize how fucked up it was till the nighttime. So I wake up. I told you I had a cool dream about it. I had a Jeff cap on and everyone was complimenting me. They're like, dude, the whole night it was just me wearing it and being like, everyone like, no, that looks cool. And I'm like, thanks, guys.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Dude.
We got to start getting Jeff caps for the show.
Dude, I wore it and it was like my brain was being serious. In that dream, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this is so cool. Everyone is pumped on my Jeff cap.
You look good in a Jeff cap.
I don't know that my dream. I was like deeply like nervous about it. Like in my dream, I'd be like, I don't know how these guys are gonna react. I'm like, yo, dude, nice hat. I'm like, oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. And then I woke up. Real life. I wake up. My wife's breast pumping, and I went. Dude, I went, yeah, I got a pump too. I fucking fab, dude.
Wait. Hold on. In real life?
Yeah, I was like rock hard. From like,
And you
I woke
actually
up from
whacked
my
off?
Jeff Cab dream, rock hard. And I was like, yeah, I got a pump too.
And then did you complete?
I
did it in front of
masturbated to
her?
completion.
While
In
your
front
wife
of her?
was breast?
Breast pumping.
Ew.
You do that
Dude, that's
in
terrible.
front of her?
I didn't think anything of it. Because in my head, I was like, is this weird? I'm like, nah, dude, it's just cum. Don't get all weird about sex. Just get it out of your body. Who cares?
She said that?
I said that to myself. She goes, whatever. So I fapped to completion, and then it was one that had been a while. So I rolled over. On,
went,
I was trying to be quiet. I was trying to be quiet, but I was going. It was like an 8-pump rope, and then I was just like, "All right, is any of these guys awake?" And I went down.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
I didn't think anything of it until that night. I was like cutting like something for dinner, and I went, "What the fuck did I do?" I was like, "That's insane."
That's insane.
And I just started laughing maniacally. And I was like, Brittany, I like ran it by her, and she's like, "Yeah, that was fucked up." And I was like, it's one thing to just be like, yo, I gotta get this out. But I was like, yeah, I got a pump too.
Bro. I support almost everything you do.
I don't support this one.
Whacking off to a breast pump.
I wasn't pressed. It wasn't to the breast pump. It was just, I was
you
just
can
like,
still hear the zzz, zzz.
I hear it every morning.
Oh.
It's nothing to me, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
I was rock fucking.
For some reason,
I
that
had
is-
a diamond cutter, dude.
That is the grossest shit in the world to me.
The breast pump
A breast pump.
totally doesn't
It's
affect
totally
me.
normal. I understand it's totally natural. There's
It literally pulls their nipples like.
Yeah.
Juju,
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
and the idea of whacking off around it.
It was nothing, dude. It's man versus machine.
And then yeah, true. True.
Well,
You
credit
went all natural.
credit
yeah.
to your wife. I mean, not being phased whatsoever.
Nah, not at all.
I'm sure she deals with I'm sure this is just a pretty regular occurrence. He's doing something absolutely insane.
Yeah, but him saying, "Yeah, I got a pump too,"
That was what got me.
And then her being like, "Of course."
Of course, that's what Matt said. As soon as he woke up, the first thing's out of his. Was it the first thing you said? So
I
he probably
woke
still
up-
had that voice of like,
Yeah, I got a pump.
"Oh, I got a, yeah, I got a pump." Like, I've been. The
Bro,
problem is,
I really needed to.
As a term for jerk off. We're both doing
Dude,
this now?
I was like, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how nuts it was until later that night. And I went, "Oh my god, that was insane!" And I stopped and I like ran it by her. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And she goes, "Yeah, that was kind of weird." And I was like, I was laughing in tears, being like, "I said I have to pump too," and she was like, "You're not funny." And I was like, "Well, it's pretty.
It
funny.
is very,
It
very
was
funny.
hilarious of me." But also, like the fact that there was no like,
And it was like
aware-
a 8-day load. Or
oh,
how
bro,
long?
it was a week long. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
a heavy
It was
load.
Monday to the Sabbath, dude. It was
Yeah.
the full.
It's a wide load.
The cycle of creation,
There was cars
dude.
in front of it saying, "Watch out! Here comes a heavy load."
It had a police escort.
Yeah. It had flags on it.
I would have
Dude, it-
moved back into the highway for that.
Yeah, you get out of the way.
Yeah.
That used
Yeah,
to be
it
my
was.
favorite joke when I was with my sisters in the car. Anytime I saw one of those, I'd go, "Hey, it's got your name on the back of that truck." And they'd be like, "What? Oh, fuck yeah, nah." Wide load. I said, "You're a fucking wide load."
It is funny to think about the moment the words like hit their
I know,
eyes
it's
and
the
they got
best.
interpreted.
It's
And
the
go,
best. I do it to people all the time. I'm like, "Chris, I can't believe they named this street after you." You just see it's Gay Street. Got you. Yeah, when you make someone find the insult, that's when it's really
Yeah.
funny.
It is. I think about that all the time. You're just like I always think about my mind taking in negative things, and it just sets off this whole cocktail of reactions in my body.
Yeah.
Constantly, it doesn't stop.
No shit.
It's so funny.
I don't think it'll ever stop, by the way.
I don't think it will either.
Yeah.
Because then you just get old and like worse problems, and then you just
Maybe you get old and just ride it out. Old men seem to have it.
yeah,
Like if you talk to your dad or Phil, if
Yeah.
I like Phil, what's going on? He's like, "I don't give a like, shoot me in the fucking
dude,
head.
literally.
End this."
Every picture my dad takes, he goes, "That's gonna look good at my funeral, dude.
Yeah,
Put
they
it,
love
save
it.
that one." He calls it his box party. That looks good at my box party.
That's
Although you
such a
might-
funny cope, dude. They're so afraid of
Oh,
death.
I know, dude.
They're
They're
so
terrified.
afraid.
They're terrified.
It's the only way you can do it is just be like, "Nah, I can't wait."
Yeah, you can make your dad cry
I'm
in 2
done.
seconds. If you just stop them at a barbecue, like, dude, you did a really good job as my dad, dude. I love you. They'll just be like,
Yeah.
they'll cry.
How's it going with your father?
Just great.
Do you call him father?
No, I call him Dad.
What's he up
Damn,
to?
I was hoping
Do
father.
you say I love you to him?
Yeah,
Oh man,
but he
that's so
doesn't
nice.
say it back.
Really.
Phil does. Phil never, dude. Phil
Me and my
has
dad
such,
won't do it. We've
Phil
never
has
broached
such a hard time with it. I don't
Yeah.
say it to him anymore.
I say I love you to my mom while I'm on the
Yeah.
phone with my mom and dad. I go,
Yeah.
I love you, mom. I go, all right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
See a other guy in the car that I don't care about.
I'm gonna do it to him. I'm gonna give it to him one day.
I love you.
I fucking love
It's
you,
tough.
dude. It is.
They handle it real weird.
I told you when I
Phil goes, all right.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
Yeah.
I accidentally hugged my dad one time, and he went like that, and he flinched, and was like, ugh.
Yeah.
'Cause I was coming out of a breakfast. I went to hug my mom, and I wasn't paying attention. It was just my dad, and I went to hug him, and he went, "Whoa."
My mom, I think we've talked about it before. My mom got into a recent, like the last 8 years, she started hugging. We've always hugged a little, but
Yeah.
she'll try to kiss you on the cheek when you come home.
Yeah, I do hug.
And she's
kiss.
short and she always hits me in the neck. And I was like, ew.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah.
you can hear her. I'm like, all right, mom. You don't love me. I'm like, mom, stop. It's gross.
You should bend down.
I'm going to get it. Next time she goes for it, I'm going to go, stop kissing, dude. It's weird.
It's just what you wanted.
I should try to kiss Phil on the cheek.
Oh,
He'd push me.
He'd fight, yeah. If you can't, dude.
No, he would know. See, Phil's got a good sense of humor. He would know I was fucking with him. He'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
You guys have that back deck. If he's ever standing, looking over, come from behind him and kiss him.
kiss him on the back of his neck. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. That he wouldn't
he'd
like.
fucking spaz.
Yeah, he would stand up.
He'd pull you guys both over the edge.
And he tries to, when I fuck with him, when he's on his recliner, I love coming up and slapping him in the head and shit. He tries to get up fast, like he's gonna chase me. He's always like, you can fuck with him. Dude, when he's drinking, I always take the remote from him. It's so fucking
my
fun.
God.
He comes home for the Elks, and when I'm home, I don't drink. I'm home. I'm just hanging out. Phil comes home from the Elks. I'm like, we'll sit down. We'll go to get another drink. I'll take the remote, sit back down on the couch. He comes back and he's like, give me the remote, Shane. I do the whole fucking. I let it touch his hand. He's like, fucking let go of it. Oh, it's so fun,
That's
dude.
the best,
You
dude.
tease.
I love teasing Phil.
Oh, it's so funny.
He loves it.
I bet.
He starts laughing.
Yeah.
Give me it. And then he'll laugh and then he'll switch into actually mad. He gets furious.
Hey,
Give me the fucking remote.
That is a perfect spaz brain though. Seriously, no, seriously, do not fuck off.
God damn it. But yeah, the slow get up is great. If I kissed the back of his neck, he would do that. On
Oh
the
my
deck,
God.
he'd be like, the hell you doing? You fucking kiss your father on the neck.
Imagine if he sent a male prostitute to the house.
Yeah.
It's a hot male prostitute.
Oh, what if it worked? What if I was like, this is going to be a funny prank? And then my dad fucked a guy. Just tore apart my entire family in existence. Phil was gay?
Shane, why did you do that?
What the hell? Sent over that damn guy.
Oh, just an olive skinned man with a ponytail who goes out and fucking gets
I think
gay.
Phil and Tommy hooked up at the beach on the beach trip. They were talking a lot, dude. I think Phil liked looking at Tommy's body.
Dad, stop fucking my comedy friends, dude. Dad. This
Yeah,
gets
the
out.
beach trip was so nice.
Oh, it was so fun.
Where'd you guys go?
Outside of Panama City.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Florida,
Emerald.
little Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
It was very, very nice.
Emerald Isle. Beautiful. It was literally the best sunset I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Beautiful, dude. It mirrored. There was an eighth of an inch of water, just like a sheen on the sand that was mirroring the sunset, so
Oh,
you
wow.
could see it on the ground and up.
Yeah.
It was just fucking beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah, we were all on mushrooms. I was
Sounds
blacked out. Yeah. Look at that fucking sun. That fucking sunset. It was crazy.
You used to invite me on those trips.
Yeah, you never came.
Well, you never went.
Which one?
South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that never happened. You kept sending me links to the houses we were going to rent.
Yeah.
I even started thinking about what I would pack.
I got.
What would you pack?
Well, I didn't pack. I just thought about what I would.
What would you pack?
I was
Extra
going to think
boxes?
about what
cool hats like this one.
It's challenging.
This beach hat.
Preparing to
Get your
hang out with you guys
hat
is
on.
hard for me.
Why?
Because I don't want to overdress and have you make
That's cash.
You look cool as hell.
I know. I worked hard to pull this off.
What?
Why don't you
Yeah.
just be
Look
be
at what
you?
he's wearing. How do you blend with that? What the fuck is that?
It's a good outfit. New Balance.
You look like you
Sweatpants.
bought all of that today,
Yeah.
and because you escaped from somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Frank,
Like, you're on the run, and you had to buy that.
You think I'm not running anywhere? I'm on the walk. He's on the walk. Dude.
I got here before he was here, and I was turning into the house, and he's coming up the block, and he goes, "Frank," or no, you said Francis, and I look up, and you were there. That was you, like that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, that's Shane. He's come a long way.
The fuck, dude?
I mean it. You
No.
get to
That
be
just
you.
says-
Not all of us do. I can't be me.
You could.
What would
I
you?
don't know.
What would be full? If this was the year you became more fully you, what would it be like?
That's the thing. I haven't had the luxury of thinking what I
Isn't
would
that
be.
the worst when you think about like you do this or that and you realize like I don't know what I want at all.
Yeah.
There's just a void when I check in with what I really want.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
just a non-answer.
But I was thinking I would wear a nicer shirt. And then
Shut up, Matt.
I figured you'd make fun of me.
No, I would never make fun of you.
No, man. What the fuck?
If you can't, I'd love to have you on beach trip. There's a beach trip coming
When?
in November of 23.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe you play your cards right from then till now.
Dude, I'm
From now-
always
now
playing
till
my
then.
cards right. We've been friends for a lot
I know
of years.
we have. I miss you. I haven't seen you. In a
I know.
while.
I was
You've been
thinking
too
that.
busy on the road.
Yeah.
You're a road dog.
I was telling my wife how much I love you. I was like, dude, France. I was
France is
like,
the
who's
best.
on the podcast? I'm like, this dude is the best. Literally is.
Oh
I
my
told him.
God.
I told him you said that
Yeah.
when
I'm touched.
I was like, we gotta get a cool guest, and I was like, oh, I got a good one. Told Matt we were getting Francis, and Matt was like, I love Francis.
Yeah. You're the best.
Yeah.
You guys are so nice to me.
It's
That's
just
Yeah.
the truth.
I could have worn whatever I wanted.
Literally, whatever. It would not have been a big deal. I wear this to go pick up my daughter from fucking preschool, and I always forget I'm wearing this. And teachers are like, what the fuck, dude? Travel buddies?
Yeah. You
Shout
think
out Chris
I don't
Rogers.
dress as Matt dresses insane too.
Yeah, that hat is insane.
Everything about it.
What is
All-
that?
Top
Cape-
to bottom. He's wearing a turtleneck.
Cape
under there.
Coral?
He's wearing a fucking turtleneck.
And what's
dude.
on the top of it?
His hokas, dude.
Probably paint.
Is it paint?
Is paint
Yeah.
my hookers and my turtle? Dude, I love turtlenecks, man.
He was wearing he at his kid's birthday party. He was wearing a Pangea t-shirt. It was just Pangea. He
That shirt rules.
He loves Pangea.
I love Pangea, dude.
Why?
I don't know. I'm
It's
drawn to
nothing.
it.
It means nothing. Pangea
I'm
means
drawn to
nothing.
it. Dude, what are you talking about? It's how much different things can be. We used to all be one country, dude.
No,
We drifted apart. Well, to be fair, not yet. You don't think the Jews control Pangea?
Now you talk about language. Now I see why you like it. I didn't even know it was a conspiracy. We were still alive during
The
Pangea.
Jews killed the dinosaurs. Just kidding, obviously.
Maybe they were the dinosaurs.
Can we have fun now again after Kanye went into hiding?
Yeah,
He
we're allowed to
really,
have
he really
fun.
spiked the ball, dude.
Do you know where he hid?
Where?
At the Amangiri Resort, and Roan went on their vacation there and saw him.
Yeah, saw him.
And he nobody had seen him for like a month. And
So
he
that's
was
where
like,
he hid?
"That's Kanye
Yeah.
in the lobby
Yeah,
getting a
it was like a week after I talked to him
It's crazy.
because I remember they're like, he's gone, he's missing. I was like,
Yeah.
I just talked to him last week.
Is that
Like, I was-
missing? Yeah. What's he
Yeah.
up to now? I heard he put up a cryptic post now.
I thought I heard the rumors of him and Adidas getting back together.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
Really?
Look at
Adidas was like, "Oh, our
Adidas was like, well, we can't
sales."
lose $5 billion.
Yeah.
We should have never invested $5 billion in sneakers. Fuck.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
going well. Wasn't
They were
wasn't
doing
the Yeezy
very
like
well.
the
Yeah.
number one?
Dude, I honestly, I was thinking about Kanye recently. I think what he was really doing, you know, in whatever way he did it, I think he was just poking fun at the whole idea of like having these stupid labels and boxes.
He was.
He was like, dude, this is kind of embarrassing. It's time we just grow up and get
That's
over
exactly
it.
what he was also, he was trying to do the Jesus thing.
Yeah,
He
that's
was saying, I love Nazis the same way as
Nazis,
I love Jews.
Yeah.
He was trying to go exactly what Jesus would say.
Yeah.
Although I bet Jesus would have gone, those guys need to knock it off.
Yeah. What do you think it would have might have flipped the fucking
I think Jesus was
Flip the tables
more
on.
human than people remember.
true?
I think he would have said, we got to kill those fucking guys.
Oh yeah, because he's a Jew too. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. I always forget Jesus was
Yeah,
a Jew.
Jesus
I always
would've
thought he
been
was like
pissed.
Irish or whatever.
Yeah. He was Irish. He was obviously Irish. His red face, fucking like
Ooh, that'd be a tough turn the other cheek.
Irish.
When they melted your cheek off and you're like, ugh.
What do you mean?
If you're a Jew, if you had to turn the other cheek on the it'd be like, there's no more
Oh.
cheeks.
Jesus.
We're out of all our cheeks. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
That's a tough
That
one.
would have been the ultimate test.
What?
To be like, forgive them, Father. They don't know what they do.
I bet a couple guys hit it.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know where they had that?
There had to be dudes hitting that.
Yeah,
That
I
must have
guess-
fucked the guard up.
guess you're
Rwanda
right.
was big on that.
What?
That's how they fixed their country. It was after the genocide. Everyone unilaterally committed to forgiveness, and it is what completely fixed their country. And they went from a genocide in 1990s
Yeah.
to being, I think, one of the most industrialized,
Who was
westernized
genociding them?
It was the
Hutus versus the Tutsis.
Yeah.
It was an ethnic
It was
cleansing.
two tribes just
Yikes.
hitting each other.
So it was a duel.
no,
it was a
no,
duel.
it was
Oh,
one. It was
one of
one
them
way.
was crushing the other
It was
way.
one
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
The Tutsi. Who was getting it?
The Hutus were 85% of the country. The Tutsis were 20 or 15%.
I got a feeling that 15% didn't fare too well.
No, they got smoked.
Yeah.
They're the ones who they killed a million people in a month.
Whoa.
It was nuts.
Is there any more of the 20% left, or are they?
Yeah, they didn't. They
succeed?
didn't.
It's actually harder than people think to exterminate. An
Yeah,
entire
they didn't
race.
get everyone.
People
But
think it's easy. It's really fucking hard.
but
If
now
history
they.
shows anything. It's not
It's funny.
easy.
It's funny to think of Nazis having that kind, like just Hitler and Goebbels hanging out, just like it's not that easy. We thought this was gonna be a kind of a walk. This is a lot harder than it's fucking seemed, dude. You gotta find them.
Now they know what we're up to. They're all
Yeah.
fucking tricking us.
Sons of
I
bitches.
don't know, what's what? Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, and now they don't subscribe
Are they
to any
boys now?
ethnic identities. It's just one people, Rwandans.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I
God
think
damn, that's almost impossible. to
well, this was all
forgive.
built around.
Somebody
It was
fucking killed my village with machetes.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna kill it. Like I hate them
The
forever.
it helped
Oh,
that
yeah.
the president that they elected in the wake of it was I think he had fought in it, and he was the one that came up with that policy and had lost family members himself. So
he fought in it on the losing side.
I think he was
Hopefully.
just I think I
Yeah,
think he
Hopefully,
was
he wasn't on the
trying
winning
to.
side, and he was like, all right, now that that's done, we gotta say sorry to everybody.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Right.
no, you can't come
go
back.
shake hands.
Yep,
Yeah.
shake hands. Good fight. It's
He's-
good. We genocided. Sorry.
He's beloved, and he's been the president now for I think 25 years, and everyone loves him and says he's just and he's created a safe Rwanda and all of this. But if you start digging when you're not actually in the country, there have been a pretty decent handful of political dissidents that have lost their lives in hotels
Really?
around not even in Rwanda. They've all been in South Africa.
What are they?
They've been in
What are the dissidents? Are they like being like, "Yo, we should fire this war back up"? Or-
potential opposition leaders, because they have democratically held elections every so often, every certain amount of years.
So he's like the Clintons.
Sure,
but in a good way.
it's a decent comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suicides.
Body count.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I mean, then again, though, that's kind of crazy. What if he knew his opponents were all going to fire the fucking thing back up? That's probably an easy one to mobilize. Be like, yo, remember we used to fucking kill those dudes?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
get over there and you hear all these horrific stories, and you start to think a little bit like, well, you know what? If everyone in this entire country is behind this guy, and he's actually not, sending secretive chunks of government funding to a Cayman Islands account for himself, and he's actually led the country into prosperity and it's like improving, if the cost of that is 12 potential opponents that would have beaten him in an election,
Yeah.
what other way is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How-
You should.
how-
That's a CIA boy
How
right
fragile
True.
how fragile is their
there. You
democracy?
should send this. We should clip this. You can send it as your fucking.
I
This could
started
be
to
your-
buy it. I don't know. I started to like drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. Like, he
Yeah.
should have fucking killed those people, because no one else would have been able to make the democracy was so fragile following the genocide
Yeah,
that
that'll
he's
do
the
it.
only one in my opinion
Yeah.
who could have kept it together.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm glad they're not,
Like if Washington
Yeah, you're right.
had stepped down after 2 terms, and the next guy hadn't been Adams but had been some fucking lunatic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what happens to America?
You're right.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
didn't know
know.
Rwanda was doing so good. I'm happy for him.
They're doing really well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they do say after the storm usually comes the rainbow, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Germany's doing well too.
Are they doing good?
Maybe.
Maybe a little too good.
Are they killing? Is Germany crushing it right now?
Work? Wait a second.
You think in reality you're just getting rid of all the bad vibes?
Yeah.
Like,
So
wait
then the
a-
question is, who needs
Dude, this is
Shane?
some rough takes on this
Shane,
one.
who needs to go here?
You tell me, guy
No.
who blocks the traffic.
You're the only one I think who can answer that question.
Who needs to go in America?
Yeah, if we were to
What?
rooted out the problem.
No.
Oh, you're saying who needs to go in and knock that?
No.
Stop that?
No, he's saying if you had to commit a in the United States, who would you pick? That's
What
he.
the
That's
hell?
what he
His
asked.
words. His words.
That's exactly what you asked, Frank.
What were you asking?
He's right. That was the question.
Okay. Well, hold on. We can do. Let's say you can do any demographic,
That's what I'm saying.
age,
Yeah.
sex,
Profession.
profession.
It would, the scoundrels.
Okay.
If you get rid of a group of scoundrels tomorrow, how that improves, that everyone agrees this is going to improve the country.
Oh man.
Who's
This is
that?
the Harvard
Who,
en- this is
who
the
would everyone
Harvard
be like,
entrance
all
exam.
right, we didn't want to commit a but
Pedophiles. I guess you can maybe do some petties. Or
What happens in this? Are the people committing it going to be held as? Are we going to get hung?
we kill them.
can they be exiled?
We're killing them in the streets. They're not.
Oh,
Jesus
man,
Christ,
dude.
Francis.
Yeah, we're going in. We're going up. We're rounding them up. We're killing them.
Who do you want to kill?
That's what
He's
I'm
answers
asking.
He's just a
Well,
question asker.
I know, but I'd like to not answer. I decline. Who do you pick?
You can say pedophile. You can say pedophiles.
Oh, yeah.
Pedophile's the easy answer.
Pedophiles. Easy. That's a safe. That's my politician. Pedophiles.
Yeah, pedophiles.
Pedophiles.
But it's like is
The left.
is America working a lot less poorly as a country because of pedophiles?
I think they.
How much does that tip the scales in the right
Jesus
direction?
Christ, dude.
You're talking about in terms of like GDP?
I don't know. The functionality, you
Yeah.
know, they're eating up resources,
Tell you
are
what,
they?
The fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade stock would plummet. So hopefully, Mike's Hard. You got to sell your stocks before we
True.
round
Yeah.
up the peds.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a conversation I think that makes everyone's hair rise in the back of their neck.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah.
It is a thought exercise. I'd say you'd say pedophiles.
Can you not say the elderly?
The elderly, that'd be tough. What's elderly then? What's the
Elderly.
like 70, 80,
So
90?
president.
80, 85 on.
How do you get rid of them? That's the question.
Stop treating them.
Oh, you just let them.
Ice drift.
What's
we Eskimo
that?
them. We put them on a fucking
Yeah?
block of ice and
That'd be cool. Like a never ending, like a cruise. You just set a cruise out. It kind of becomes
could
like a
do
good-
cruises.
They become there.
They love cruises.
Yeah, you just set a
Oh.
cruise out.
Mm-hmm.
You literally let them sail to the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Depends. But then it's like, what if they have? Then you think about what if they all had like their cookies? They're trying to like call their grandkids, and everyone's going like, shh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cruise ship's a decent way to do it.
True.
Get the boys on the cruise, have a fun time. And yeah.
But you would need a couple of the servers on the cruise to die with them, though.
No, put no one on it.
Oh, what would
Just
just push them out?
Yeah.
Have fun until you aren't having fun.
Just let
anymore.
all the slot machines keep kicking coins out, and they're like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they
eventually
slowly
like,
realize there's no food.
Or
get
there's
shot down by a Chinese fucking naval ship. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
We've through the advancement of medicine, we've prolonged life to a point where it's unnatural.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean,
This
we'll
is-
see.
I'm
Although
looking
we're
for a
about
lifeline
we're
from
about
you
to
here.
get low population. We're about to get low population. So the population's going to dip pretty hard.
In which case, we're going to really need to get rid of the elderly. Because now we're going to have more fucking old people than young people. And we're
Yeah,
going
but
to
they're
spend
gonna
our
be-
entire economy on hospice care.
Well, it'll be lucrative because they're going to the people the baby boomers have the most resources. So it's like then it'll be a big thing of like taking care of them, doing the stuff they need. They're going to be shelling out like a lot of money.
Yeah. That's
but
not a
then the
really
house
productive
markets-
country, though.
Huh?
It's not a very productive country, just taking care of old people.
Robots, brother.
What about
We got
robots?
the robies. We get the robots doing production. We don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about our malls.
I was talking to Spud about it today because I was watching a YouTube thing about like mega structures that
Oh,
they're
yeah,
working
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're not that smart.
Yeah.
I don't believe anybody's coming up with AI.
With the
I think
robies?
that's bullshit.
No, I'm
dude.
just talking about like robot manufacturing. AI, I'm skeptical.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty far away.
Really? I mean,
I don't think we're
AI.
as smart as everyone's acting like we are.
That could be true. I think robot manufacturing is pretty.
Like they were showing these ideas for all these like future cities and shit. I was like, we're not coming close to
We're
that.
not doing that one.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you been outside in a regular city?
Yeah.
We're not in the, yeah.
Yeah, not like the park, like that. Even that little, now that you say that, like the thing you type into like park sucks.
Nothing works.
That's bullshit.
Everything sucks.
That should be just like touch that with my thumb or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, done.
You know what is solid? Paying with a credit card using your phone.
That rules. See?
That's impressive.
That's next level tech. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you're right.
That works as often as it does. Where I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot my wallet. Oh, I have my credit card on my phone.
Yeah.
I finally ran into
You're right about that.
a clear machine that broke. You know, Clear at the
Oh,
airport.
I love Clear.
Then it's
broke.
relatively new, so now they're finally starting to fucking break.
Oh,
Like I had to like
The eye
stick my
scan,
eyes in. It was like
yeah.
like it was like freaking out.
What the hell?
Was
One of
it
those
like your eyes are
those
way-
kiosk malls? People were like, I don't know. How the
Were you
fuck
making a
this-
funny
yeah,
face?
Yeah. Mhm.
No,
Were you
regular
goofing
face.
on it?
Yeah, I was Undertaker in it. I was like, I don't know why it's not working. That's a fun trick. If you got some time at the airport, go hold up the Clear. Go fuck up the Clear.
Just fucking.
Yeah. All right, let's switch over to the Patreon. Thank you for joining us, Frank.
It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
man.
Join the Patreon.
Thank you,
So
guys.
watch the rest of this. Frank's going to continue to ask about.
Oh boy.
Thank you.